Having success in your business or even in your life is going to take a couple of different things. And a lot of times I feel like what we do is we want a thing. Like, I want to lose weight. I want to make a bunch of money. I want to have a great relationship. I want to have whatever those things are. But I think that sometimes that we're not really looking at what is it that we're actually doing to have that. And in this video, I'm going to talk to you about the 3 things that I feel like is holding you back from having success in your business. So today we're talking about the things that are holding you back in your business, but I'm not just going to tell you what's holding you back. I'm also going to tell you what you should be doing. And so specifically, we're going to talk about your business, because you may say to yourself, I want to be a full-time influencer, or I want to be a coach or consultant. I want to sell products, services, courses, or whatever. But here are the 3 things that I see and experience on a regular basis, whether it is in my personal life when I was first getting started, or just trying to be consistent, or with some of the people that I coach in my programs, but also my VIP clients that are one-on-one. So one of the first things that typically holds a person back is they don't have a plan. Is that I want to do this. This is what I want to accomplish. I want to make $1 million by the end of next year. Great. It's an amazing goal, right? And I love it when people set goals and say, this is what I'm going to do. But a lot of times people don't actually consider or really think about or have a real plan on how to obtain that, right? So for example, I remember when someone had asked me, they said, well, in a perfect world, how much money are you making by the end of next year? I said, $3 million. And he said, okay, so you've made 400,000 this past year. How are you going to go from 400,000 to 3 million? And I said, well, you said in a perfect world. He said, well, no, I meant more realistic. And I was like, oh, okay. I said, well, in a perfect world, I would love to hit 550 or even 750 since I did 4. And he said, okay, that's a great goal. Do you have a plan to be able to get from where you are to where you're trying to go? And I said, no. He said, okay. So first things first, you got to build a plan. So there's a book that I read years ago, which is called The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen Covey. And one of the first chapters in his book is begin with the end in mind. Now, I am so sold on this concept that in my book, Before You Quit Your Job, my number 1 first chapter is begin with the end in mind. And of course, I reference Stephen Covey and all the things. I'm not like plagiarizing or whatever. But I talk about beginning with the end in mind. And so it's like, if the goal, let's just say that your goal in your business is to make $100,000 by the end of this year. Then you go, okay, it's $100,000. How much money do I have to make each month to make $100,000? Well, it's right around $8,333. Okay. I know you're like, how'd you do that? Listen, it's a whole thing. But anyway, it's right around $8,333 per month to get to $100,000 for the year. So if that's the thing, then we have to go, okay, how in the month of March, April, May, June, July, how are we going to generate $8,333 per month? What are the products and services that we're going to sell in order to do that? And so then once you to figure that out, then you got to develop this strict plan on how to actually do that, which brings me to my second point is a strategy, right? So it's not just like, I got to go from this to this to this to this, but now it is, what is my strategy to not only enact this plan, but also hit this goal? So when we go back to the $8,333 you need to make per month to get to $100,000, then you have to go, okay, if that's what I have to do, then we have to go okay, in the month of, let's just say, because right now this is April 2023, let's just say you want to make $8,300 in May, right? Then you have to go, all right, in May, what are the products and services that I'm going to sell? Then you have to determine, how am I going to sell these products and services, right? Are you going to do them through paid ads? Are you going to do a webinar? Are you going to do email? Is it going to be courses? Is it going to be consulting? Is it going to be live trainings? Are you going to do some type of brand partnerships? What is your strategic plan of getting to $8,333? For example, we have a course which is called Monetize the Talk, and we have a digital version of this course. If you're interested in learning how to use TikTok marketing, we have a very detailed business course called Monetize the Talk. You'll see that here in the description. You can buy that. But we also have it to where we do what we call a launch, only twice a year, where it's not only that digital course, but it's also working with me every single day for 2 months, right? Where you have the course and you have me live and all the things for 2 straight months. And so when we are offering that twice a year, we have a plan. Like, here is our goal. We want to sell these many of this course, this mastermind, right? So then we go, okay, what are the ways and steps that we're able to do this? We do webinars. We have paid ads. We have lots of graphics. We have emails. We do lots of short form video marketing. We have affiliates. We use chat bots through services like ManyChat. We have our text message system, all the things in order to be able to be strategic with that particular plan. So for you, it's really important for you to go, okay, yes, I'm trying to hit $8,000 or $8,300 in the month of May, and I want to sell A, B, and C. But ask yourself, what is your plan? Have you created a strategic plan? Now, you may also be saying, well, no, I don't know, and I don't know how to do that. Well, listen, if that is the case, listen, I'm your girl. I would love to be able to serve you. So we have our digital course, which of course is here in the description, but you can also book a one-on-one call where I can help you develop an entire plan with you live on our call. Okay. Just through it's going to be a 75-minute call. Okay. So you got to have a plan. So first you got to have a plan. And then second, you got to have a strategy. And honestly, here, listen, I think this third one is the biggest reason why people don't have the success they want to have, why they're held back, right? And it's because of consistency. Let's say that again. Consistency. And it's because people just aren't consistent. We're not consistently doing the thing even when no one is looking. That we're not consistently doing a thing even when we feel tired, like I'll just, throw myself under the bus. One of my things has been that I wanted to grow my hair long, really long. And while I wash my hair on a regular basis, I style my hair on a regular basis, I'm not intentional about going to the salon and having my ends trimmed. I'm not intentional about giving my scalp what it needs all the time. And I'm just not extremely intentional and consistent with all the things I need to be doing for my hair to want to grow, right? Or it could just be weight loss, right? So I've been on a journey of weight loss or what have you, but I'm my number one problems is consistency. And it's not just consistency going to the gym. It's consistently eating the things that my body needs at 40, because what worked for me when I was 20 and 30 does not really work for me because of hormones and all that. At 40. So I have to be consistent with the things that my body needs as a 41-year-old woman. And so I'm not getting the results that I want. And I'm being held back with my fitness goals because of a lack of consistency. And so, I teach people TikTok marketing strategies. And one of the things that I see that happens with a lot of our clients is they are consistent for a little while and then they drop off. And maybe it's because they're not having the fast success they want to have happen, or it's because they just did not prioritizing being consistent with the platform. I know you can relate. Listen, this whole video, I know you're yeah, I know it. I know you got it. I know you got the things, right? So if you are gonna be successful, if you're gonna hit your goals, whether that's life goals, that's your business goals, whatever it is, you've got to make sure that you, 1, develop a plan, 2, have a strategy, and 3, you've got to be consistent. And if you need help with that, again, like I said, we have courses and you can work with me one-on-one at the link in the description. But I promise you this, you can do this. If we look at so many people who are incredibly successful, it is just because they made a decision, and not because they made a decision one time, but they made it again and again and again and again and again. And so today, this is your moment to decide, okay, I am going to make a decision to not be holding my own self back anymore. And you're going to develop a plan, a strategy, and be consistent. And so thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on the next video.